Okay, looks like we're live. Let's double check. We're setting it up. Can you see anything? It says we're live,
there
right?
it goes. The sun is pretty bright.
It's glaring. Sorry, folks, we're just setting everything up first, doing our systems check. So, if you will, just hold on for a moment while we get our stuff set up. You're at the Howard Experience show, MINDHEAD session. My name is James Howard. We got Chris Shelton flying in all the way from Florida. He's actually on Guam, and we decided to do a session out here on the beautiful beach, as you can see in the background.
I'm not going to try to move too much because of
the sun. Well, it's pretty bright, but it's all good. We're going to get our equipment squared away before we start to talk. Once again, you're at the Howard Experience show, MINDHEAD series,
Stay tuned.
Unplugged at the beach. So I'm going to be checking the sound if Chris wants to jump in and start saying some stuff.
Oh, you're going to keep it rolling for that?
Yeah,
man.
we're rolling.
Well, I'd like to say first, man, it's really great to be here. This is a fantastic place to be. Man, and I missed it while I was gone. Got to get out on the water a couple days ago. Oh, if you've never had the pleasure, try to find a way to make it happen. Put it on your bucket list. It's pretty spectacular out here. I think I could do it probably every day of my life if I needed to. And this is a really neat, this place we're at now is a fairly new development for the island. And so it's really my first time here. It's been 2 years since I've been here, so, but still as beautiful as ever. This is an awesome beach to be at, and I'm happy I'm here.
At the beach.
Yeah.
I'm still tuning in, folks. So, like we always say, grab a drink, grab a friend.
Our buddy Tom was going to be here, but I think the waves are too good today.
Maybe he's on his way. We'll see. Tom, we talked to earlier. He was in, he had some big surf that's coming in south side of the island. He was going to hit some of that first. Then check us out here.
Can't blame him for that.
Yeah, exactly. Check us out here at the beach bar. And tell us a story of his adventures. And, you know, it's still early. We'll see what happens when he comes in. And I'm almost ready. I just found the feed. Now I'm checking the sound. Hope everybody's having a great Tuesday. I'm checking the sound right now. Actually, what I do is, like you saw in the last feed, I go into the feed and kind of check what's happening.
This place is spectacular, man. Gun Beach.
Okay, we're good. We're good to go on the sound side. And again, welcome to the Howard Experience, MINDHEAD series. Again, we're out here on the beach. We want to try to catch the green flash today.
Oh, yeah.
That was the other thing we were hoping for. And we kind of got lucky because the last couple of days it's been rainy. And now with things being a little bit clearer.
Yeah, you need a clear horizon. We might get lucky.
We might get lucky. We'll see. It looks pretty good. And it's kind of funny because I'm talking into the camera and I'm looking into the laptop.
Are they matched?
I'm checking how the. Yeah, let me just drop it a little more. Oh, where did he go? Okay, we're good. But a lot of great things happening today. If you want to talk about global events, you know, we did a MINDHEAD series a couple of weeks ago about the peace talks, specifically, obviously, Trump and the dictator Kim, and how that was all going to transpire. We had some theories that we were.
Yeah, I mean, since we last talked, it was a, you know, it was called off, and oh my gosh, it's not going to happen, and you know, Trump screwed it up, and you can't trust the other guy, and then it's back on again, and now apparently, for all intents and purposes, it's happened.
It's happened.
And you know, we're waiting to hear exactly what did happen.
Exactly.
So
very curious.
I'm glad it happened.
Oh yeah.
I always think it's got to be better to talk than not to talk, right?
That and it's better we're talking than doing something else.
Right. No need to be lobbing things at each other.
Yeah.
Especially from here.
Especially in Guam.
Yeah.
Some of the coverage I saw today, actually Guam's name came up several times in regards to the summit itself and some of the things that. Sorry, I'm just trying to fix this camera. Some of the things that happened last year, and how things have basically turned 180 within under 8-9 months. Where at one point, the rhetoric, the talk was, we're going to obliterate you because you don't believe in, whether it be the North Korean side or the U.S. side, you don't believe in, what we're about. And now again, as you can see, the 180 has turned, hopefully, in a positive light. We had some great photo ops that I observed today in Singapore. One thing that caught me though was the actual time that they're spending in Singapore has been cut back due to the schedule being shortened. And some of the explanation is some of the things that they thought they were going to talk about that were supposed to go longer are not on the table anymore. What those specifics are, though, your guess is as good as mine. So, for myself, that could be two things. That could be, they went into this situation, thumbs up, hey, we got you. Did the nice little, okay. No nukes, cool. No nukes, cool. And everything's hunky-dory. Or they came to an impasse from the get-go. And basically, that one
called
thing...
it short.
Yeah, that one thing that was supposed to initiate the other parts of this conversation didn't happen. And one of the things that they were plugging all week was definitely the denuclearization of the entire peninsula. So that's South Korea and North Korea, and ending of the program. And as everybody knows who's followed this, that promise has been broken over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Constantly.
By more than one country, but specifically North Korea as well.
Yeah.
I think it was his father's goal in life to become a nuclear power.
Yeah.
And one explanation I heard from some of the reports was, now that he's proven he can launch a nuclear missile, or has the capabilities to, at least he feels like he's an equal at the table. Apparently they've never felt like that before, and maybe that was rightly so, but anyways, at least this guy's take on it was that he feels like, he's an equal on the nuclear stage, or at least able to, barter that way.
Yeah.
No longer looking up and begging, more like looking across the table and, with even hands, kind of.
Yeah.
And like you said, maybe that happened, or maybe he followed suit like's happened in the past and just changed his mind at the last minute. That's, his dad did it, and I think his dad's dad did it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, to think that he wouldn't do it is ridiculous. But also, I'd like to think that he is trying, So, I mean, we're all trying to at least hope for a good outcome. I think we are. Geez, if you listen to the news, it's hard to tell, right? Some people seem to really want everything Trump does to fail. Regardless of how good it is for anybody else.
Yeah.
But I just, the meeting was fantastic because it's the first time.
Yeah.
And hopefully it leads to more. I mean, I think even from the get-go, right? Trump was like, look, we're not going to just fix everything meeting one time.
Yeah.
Because, hopefully what we can do is try to do it 3, 4, 5, however many more times it takes.
They're realistic about the situation.
I mean, and I hope they kept that realism, because
let's hope America's realistic about the situation, because a lot of people,
you can get spun way off really easy.
They want the instantaneous.
It failed.
Things are resolved, and
Wow.
And how come this is not happening? But little do they know that there's a lot of moving parts to this chess game, and
it's not like a brand new game.
Yeah, and it's very crucial that the moves that are done are what you want, and
yeah, you might have to live with them for some time.
Yeah.
Move slowly.
Sometimes you may have to bite the bullet for a period of time. However, by biting that bullet, if that's setting you up for a bigger payoff in the later decades or years, then that may be a risk either party is willing to take. That's how I kind of see it, because we're not talking about years. We're talking about decades,
a generation or two,
generations. We're talking about big money. We're talking about trillions and trillions of dollars.
It's important not to lose sight of that, because that seems to drive just about everything all countries do.
That is the
money, money, money.
Yeah, that is the motivating factor. At the end of the day, it's not about people are talking about human rights. People are talking about save the environment and all these.
It all boils down to economics.
All these things, and you know what? Great job. People are believing in things and pushing their initiative. But the bigger component is, who has the money, who controls the money, and, how can you sustain that for a long period of time? And who do you have to move out of the way to make that happen? And I put this in one of my podcasts that I did 3 weeks ago. I really feel that North Korea isn't the big fish that everybody's focusing on as far as media coverage is concerned. I really feel that their strings are being pulled, or at least there's a conversation happening in the halls of the Chinese government to make some of these things work in the favor of China's strategy to basically dominate. And there's no other way to put it. It's not to take the land that they lost or take back the lands that they lost. It's to dominate, as the U.S. has done for the last 100 or so years. So there's another bigger player on the block. That there is some talk right now that I've seen, but I definitely feel that that's going to change within the coming years. People are going to see more of the China aspect in regards to.
Yeah, I think China and Russia are bigger problems than we understand.
Yeah.
China for sure, and Russia, if they're not, he wants to be. He really wants to be. That is not a peace-seeking individual.
Yeah.
So if he's not doing it yet, he's planning on or thinking about how to do it soon.
Well, for the money. Because there were some good points that I've read in the last couple of months in regards to Putin. Some of the people that I know in the social circles, Putin's more of a oligarch. So his main focus obviously is money.
Yeah.
And war does generate money because of the weapons and all the things that come with destroying things and rebuilding them. That's common knowledge. But the way you go about it, in his eyes, if I can stretch my muscles, show what I have in my garage, and this is what I'm capable of, and get a return just on that particular stance, then that's kind of where I'm prepared to move myself towards. Because the other thing is that extra step to actually go to war, that's a major that's a major decision maker, as well as in the short term you're going to lose money.
Well, which is why China's more of a threat.
Yeah. Because they have what it takes to. Sorry, folks, I'm just trying to put
people and numbers and money.
Yep, people, numbers, money, as well as the
technology
and the motivation to do so. I think we talked about this in one of the other talks. The president now is president forever.
Yeah. How's that? That's nice.
So
right?
the people, everybody out there in the internet world, check this out.
Nice
okay,
for him.
the president of China. This was either the beginning of this year or last year. Their people, their government, anointed him as the ruler forever, the president forever. So there's not going to be any other elections. It's just going to be this one guy until he dies. And to me, to anybody with 2 cents in their skull, that's going to definitely look like I call him the emperor now.
Yeah, that's what he is.
He is the emperor. And imagine having that kind of power. And why would you give somebody that type of power, not unless you knew that some doors were going to open in the future? That's crazy. Crazy, but
the only way out of a situation like that really is revolution.
Yeah.
So that really what's going to happen then, I mean, historically speaking, is the government will run its course until the people revolt, or they, overcommit themselves in a world war or something.
But who says?
Who's gonna?
Well, the other thing is, who says that those people want to revolt?
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
Maybe they want to.
It's going to be great for a while.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's going to be all cool when atrocities creep in slowly, and it takes years, decades.
Yeah.
A lifetime. And by the end, when he's about to appoint a new one, they'll go, wait a minute. You guys are whatever they're at, wherever stage they're at.
Yeah.
We're at the corruption stage, or we're straight at enslave and kill stage. There will be on the wheel somewhere.
Yeah.
And, that's just the way it works. Or at least it's been that way for those guys the longest. Just about.
Thousands.
They have like
5,000
5,000 years of recorded history,
yeah,
right?
Exactly.
We have 200.
And who's to say that they're not going to be that next spark? Because nothing lasts forever. Rome will fall, ladies and gentlemen. That is a fact.
I mean, things change.
That is a fact. And yeah, like Chris says, things change. Be prepared for that change. Start teaching your grandkids how to speak. I don't know.
At least some
Cantonese.
another language, anything. Be able to communicate in the world.
Right. But we hope the talks went well. The last thing I heard before I came down here was they had lunch. They were doing some fist pumps, some other photo ops in this. Check this out.
Spicy crabs from Singapore.
These fucking guys, man. They bought out this whole huge, 10-star Singapore resort, where all the delegations going to be. Who knows how much money that cost us on the U.S. side? But we don't even have to talk about that. But hopefully,
that's one of those checks.
Hopefully it's good. We're going to find out within the next 24 hours to see what happened. One of the other cool things though is on his way back to the States, he's going to stop by
maybe
Guam, baby.
Maybe
Guam is going to be in the front news. So how this trip is going to work, I'm not sure if he's just going to do a touch and go, meaning he lands,
shakes the commander's Air Force wing, 36th wing, shakes his hand,
he says hello, flicks us off, do whatever he has to do, and takes off. Or maybe he might fucking get down in his SUVs.
I can't imagine.
And just takes a little.
That would just be
takes
awesome.
A tour.
That would just be awesome.
That would be totally awesome. I actually saw the Clinton.
I did too.
When Bill Clinton was here way back.
That was neat too.
I think we went down to Navy.
Yeah.
But they had
and
closed.
Didn't he stop at Adelup too, or something?
Yeah, they went all the way straight down. I remember
Governor's house.
They closed out the whole road.
Yeah.
They were flying. They had a bunch of black Suburbans and shit like that, and it was definitely an event. And if they can do that with Trump, who knows? Maybe it'll be helicopters.
And I was on Mount Lam,
right?
My binoculars. No, that was pretty awesome. It would be pretty spectacular if he actually did get down and check it out.
That'd be cool.
Say hi to somebody local.
That would definitely be a Trump move, I think.
And you might be right there.
Yeah.
He might just surprise us like that.
You know, he did say some good things to...
It also wouldn't surprise me if he did just put some gas in the plane and get out of here.
Peace. Later. We'll see. So after Guam, he's going to Hawaii. So he'll have a visit in Hawaii. Again, what is he going to do there? Most likely he's going to get down over there and go to his Trump hotel.
Or he might, you know, they have a tragedy happening.
Yeah.
Maybe there'll be some sort of...
In the Big Island.
You know, some sort of visit.
We'll see.
Emergency response people or something.
We'll see. But he's definitely in our area, and yeah, if you see something happening, definitely film some of that stuff and put it on social media so
for sure
everybody can salivate.
He was on Guam.
He was on Guam. Sign my T-shirt.
There really haven't been many though.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, Clinton.
Obama came here after he was
That's right.
out of office, but he was just doing a
book signing tour.
Touch and go.
Yeah.
He landed, refueled.
He didn't get out.
He got the hell out of Dodge. Nice. So we'll see how the peace talk goes. How's the sunset looking? Still very shiny.
Oh yeah.
Very,
my back
very
says
shiny.
It's got a few more minutes.
And hopefully we can catch the green flash. I'm just readjusting the camera, folks. If you're just tuning in, welcome to the Howard Experience Show, Mindhead session, unplugged on the beach. That's where we're at today. Just talking about different stuffs that we know that
some
you're
positive vibes from this meeting from North Korea.
That we know that you're definitely looking for, and that's what we do. We try to send out that vibe and get everybody on the same page.
I know Tom's sending some good vibes right now out there on the water.
He's probably getting ripped to tubes.
He's in the tube, man. It's pretty beautiful.
Yep.
What else was going on around
We'll probably
here?
get the other side of. We're going to do some more talks on this type of venue. Next week, what we have coming up is actually we're going to be in Jeff's Pirates Cove. We have a session set up down there, and hopefully Jeff himself will be able to chime in on some of the Guam deal that's happening, specifically a lot of the different news that's been going out, and we don't need to talk about it today. You guys kind of know what that is. We'll kind of save that for Jeff's Pirates Cove next week.
But I tell you what, he's an informed individual who's been here a long time.
Oh, definitely.
Doing the deed, man. Living, working, moving, grooving.
Want to make sure everything's still good.
It says
Okay, we're good. Sound's still going. Tom,
come on down.
if you are... Don't try to call me because we're in the middle of the session right now. Call the other number I gave you, and come on in if you're watching this right now. We have a drink waiting for you. So I even lost track of what I was saying at the same time.
Sorry, I need that reservice this time.
Oh,
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
okay.
Maybe this will work. Maybe it won't.
Uh-oh.
We don't have heavy enough equipment.
We're trying to situate the camera, folks, so it keeps moving.
Ah!
Okay, we gotta fix this. Okay,
I'm gonna try not to
losing.
bump the table. have to wear this hat, otherwise my head would roast.
Okay, we're good. It's still rolling.
All right.
We have some cuts. We're working off a Docomo data here. I was originally on their Wi-Fi connection, but it wasn't pumping out. Oh, it keeps falling.
It's sliding. Maybe I can hook it there. It's a little tilted down, but it's staying put.
Okay. We're good. We got camera there.
Creeping in inside. Just. There. Hey. There, how's that?
Don't worry, I'm investing in a tripod. I was looking for one this past week, and no joy. I probably have to order it off the internet. But like I was saying, these different situations on the island we'll be able to talk about once we get down to Jeff's. And again, we're going to do a daytime session at Jeff's Pirates Cove. Hopefully Jeff will be able to join us. And that'll be next week on the 19th. I believe the 19th is a Tuesday, so make sure you tune in for that. Also this week we have Mr. Dong Lee, entrepreneur. He's going to be on the show. We're going to do a nighttime show this Thursday. He's a great guy. I was able to sit down with him a couple of weeks ago. We had some coffee at the Sheraton, and what initially attracted me to his video movement, so to speak, was he was talking about the storm season. And if you don't know who Dong Lee is, he's one of the new investors in some of the refurbished hotels we have on E-Power Road that they redid. They're called the Guam Business Hotels. Very good, great group of entrepreneurs, young guys that are in the know. And we're going to get some good information from him on how he started to where he did and how he became who he is. He's only 21 and
doing his thing.
He's got 2 hotels, man. This guy's awesome. Started selling cars, but we'll have him tell his story. Once again, that's Dong Lee, one of the up-and-coming entrepreneurs here on the island. So you don't want to miss out on that talk, because we are supposed to, and this may have changed. We'll see. We're supposed to do a little tour of his hotel facilities and kind of what they did, and he's going to show us the different rooms. But he has a great message that he wants to let the island know, specifically for the storm season and shelter. And again, I'll let him talk about that once we get him on the show this coming week. If you want to be part of the show, definitely send us a message, either via Facebook or send me an email. All the information is on all the different social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We're there. And again, the Howard Experience is about you, the watcher, the listener. We're the rebels, we're the misfits. We try to talk about the things that may stimulate your mind. We're always talking about freeing your mind, and that's kind of a big push. And that's kind of why we had the MINDHEAD series with Chris. This is kind of what it's developed into. The actual concept was thought of decades ago.
A long time ago.
A long time ago. And now it's in reality. Now, instead of an Atlanta hotel room that was real scrubby.
This is decidedly better.
And moldy.
Yeah, this is pretty nice.
Now look at where we're at and what we got. Which is in our backyard as people from Guam. So all the Guam, watchers, here on the island and elsewhere in the world. Here's
Jolene, Maria.
Here's a little snapshot of home to give you a little, make your mouth salivate a little bit. And hopefully we'll catch that.
Sun's up, water's blue.
That's the green flash. That's what we're looking for. We'll see. What are your predictions?
It's pretty rare.
It's pretty rare.
But, we're trying to stay positive around here, so. we got a shot at it. We got a shot at it.
This place here, this is actually the beach at Gun Beach. This actual spot here, before this was the beach. My brother used to live. My brother Mike, who used to live on Guam many decades ago. He's actually residing in Hawaii right now. He was one of those beach bums. So he always came down here bullet times, and he told me a story once that he was out here and he was having a Budweiser and checking out the reef, and he actually saw a cigar-shaped UFO shooting across the horizon here.
Right here?
Right out there on the horizon. He said it came in at a very high rate of speed. It stopped above the water. Again, it was clear as I guess clear could be. He said it was a cigar shape. Watched it for a couple of seconds. Then it just went into the oblivion, and he never forgot about that for a long time. We still talk about it. When you have those kind of stories.
That's funny, man. It's just like that's been going on for a long time, right? And everybody who hasn't seen that is skeptical, but those people that claim that they have are sold. Like, dude, I know what I saw.
Dude, it's real.
Yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but I know what I saw. It's crazy.
By the water. By the water.
Oh, I wouldn't. I'm up for it. Let's come on down, fellas. I want to see what's up.
What if we catch that in the background?
Yeah, that would be pretty all right.
Live.
That would be cool.
That would be the $1 million shot.
No doubt.
But this is the spot. Yeah, this is the spot those things happen. And it's funny that
this is a cool spot.
Once you look down towards the Hilton, it's not so crowded, which is pretty awesome too, as far as Guam is concerned. I forget who told me that story. They were talking about. Maybe I heard it on talk radio. There's Tom Woolley. He's walking in.
Half a day, my friend.
We're on this side, bro.
Camera's pretty difficult to maneuver. But you might have to.
How you doing?
Dude, what's up? I called you back.
Oh, you did?
Cool.
Man, yeah. James.
What's up?
We're gonna have to wheel around.
We're gonna
pointed
squeeze
over
in
here.
another talker.
Another talker. How's the coloration?
Sun is in full effect.
It's right in the lens.
There you go.
Not too bad. Can you see it?
A little more scooch. We're gonna be tight.
A little more scooch.
There you go.
Like I was saying,
We need a sheet of aluminum.
Yeah.
Some palm fronds.
I asked him if there's umbrellas here, and the guy goes, they don't have any more umbrellas because the storm broke all of it.
The storm.
And I went, what storm are you talking about?
You guys haven't had a storm.
And
You haven't had a storm in like 10 years.
This guy told me, well, there was a storm 5 years ago. I was
That
like,
wasn't a storm.
okay, bro. Okay.
How's the waves, man?
I didn't get in the water. I went down to Agana and dropped off my car seats with my kids are doing like an art camp in Agana. And then I went to Caliente and I had like a burrito. And then I came back and
Decided no.
well, yeah. Then I bought a fin for my boss at Tower London. I guess he acquired 2 surfboards, but one of them doesn't
nice.
have a center fin. So then I went to Lotus and I bought a center fin for him and then set that in, and then I came down here and I know there's waves down in Mauricio, and part of me feels bad that I didn't go down there, but
You missed the
Feel it.
chance.
You gotta
Yeah.
feel it,
there's
Is he in the screen? Is he in the screen? No, right?
it's a drive.
Where are you?
It's a long drive, and I'm driving this.
He's not close enough over here. I'll move this way. There you go.
Who's Blue Moon? Does someone have a Blue Moon?
Yeah, you want one?
Yeah.
I
Hold
was
on,
using
folks.
that centerpiece to catch the bottom.
Yeah. We're trying to work out this camera view.
It's tougher than it seems.
I should have bought my little selfie stick. I got a selfie stick at home, but I didn't bring it.
Hold on for a second. Just gonna refix this real quick. Hold on.
Do we have any viewers that are watching right now?
Yeah, there's viewers watching.
Sorry, folks. Park's closed. Ooh, that'll be good for the sunset. Lean back to get into the shot.
2 people are watching.
That's
Who's
good.
watching? Reiko. Hi, Reiko. Nakahara.
And James was watching.
James McCoy?
Yeah.
James McCoy's out there. Big shout out to James McCoy.
Good.
Is that good?
There it is.
We got Chris Shelton, Tom Woolley, and James Howard of the James Howard Experience.
Let's get you a beverage, my friend.
Down
Yeah.
here live at the beach bar.
There we go.
That's my buddy Rodney with the hat, the long hair.
Oh yeah.
You
The
might have to
most
call in a
hard-work-
favor to get
Yeah.
a drink.
Can you
Yeah.
call him and say, hey, get us a drink?
They seem to be
You know, I
leaving
worked
us
with him
alone.
at Chili's, and he was a great coworker. He was one of the most hardest working coworkers I really liked working with. Like when I was, is that? I think that's Pat. Is Pat a manager here?
I don't know, but nobody's been down here since we started.
Maybe I should. You guys want anything to drink?
Yeah, I'll take another beer.
Beer, another round.
Sorry, I'm
be
trying
right
to do
back.
the trying
I
doing
see
the
that guy.
sound
Yeah, man.
here.
I'll go.
There's probably we started up there, so there's a tap going.
I'll go scope it out.
Okay, we're good. Yeah, maybe sit on this side so it's blocking the sun.
Like that.
Okay, folks, if you're watching, just give us a couple more minutes. We're reconfiguring ourselves since we have a new addition to the conversation today. If you're tuning in, thank you for watching. If you're watching this later, that's even better.
Thanks for your patience.
That's cool. And if you're wondering why I have these earphones on, I'm just checking the sound because we moved the camera a little bit, and I wouldn't want it to be filming
And not hear what we're
and have
saying.
zero sound. That would just be stupid. But I think we're okay. Tom went up. Yeah, we're good. We're good.
All right.
I'm not even in the stuffs, dude. Okay. So we talked about the peace talks. We talked about up and coming shows.
Man, it's so beautiful.
Right?
Like, the conditions are unbelievable right now.
Dude, can I sort of beg you to sit in the middle? My right arm's already burnt.
Oh yeah. Let's get the even
Thank you.
even solar exposure
The
going on.
even keel.
Thank you, my friend. All right.
Okay.
Nice. Hey, I gotta say, you know, it was fantastic when we hooked up long distance and everything, but being on the beach, hearing the waves,
Different, right?
This is the way to do it.
Yeah. I mean, this
This is
is
tough
really
to beat.
pleasant right here. This is
I mean, a
living life.
little breeze wouldn't hurt, but dang, man.
You know, pretty soon the sun's gonna go down and
Yeah.
it'll cool down. But
Then it will start to glow. What
Yeah.
color do you think it's going to be today?
red?
Red?
Maybe?
Orange?
Yeah.
We'll see. Maybe
Maybe
you guys
there'll
should.
be a green flash. I've
Yeah.
never seen that green
It's
flash.
we gotta be clear all the way to the horizon, and it's
Maybe you guys should start making
pretty
some
close.
bets online
pretty
because
close.
we'll still be
With
filming
Bitcoin.
with Bitcoin. Bitcoin, since that's not illegal, and amongst yourselves, do a little betting on what this skyline's going to look like in maybe like 30 minutes or so. Will it be pink? Will it be orange? Will it be
They
yellow?
got the tiki torches lit.
And will there be a green flash?
And will there be a green flash? Personally, I've never seen the green flash.